gears, let's gather round, an adventure is always waiting. Good storytelling means for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. You done the girl, whoa, let's start the show. You done the girl, whoa, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughan Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughan Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education ETAL, and it is the final Saturday of 2024, and of course the final Youth on the Go program for 2024, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here with all of you on Saturdays, sharing as much as we can to keep you updated and informed as to what is happening, especially as it relates to our students and our young people. We have few updates for you, and we also have at the bottom of the hour the ECCB Children's Connection program, and so we'll transition at the bottom of the hour into the Children's Connection program. We have, as I said, a few updates. We know as we get close to the end of the year and we start a new year, there are many opportunities for those persons who are interested in pursuing tertiary education. And as I always say to you listeners, potential students, please ensure that you pursue any possible scholarship opportunity. The cost of university is extremely high, and so when these opportunities arise, it's important that you take action, and that you take action quickly. And so we encourage you to apply. I think there are about 4 or 5 currently open, and so I'll just take you through them. I want to remind you that the Ministry of Human Resources, they are at the Pinnes Industrial Estate Social Security Building, is responsible for all scholarships, and so if you need information, you can go on the NIA HR Scholarships Facebook page, or you can contact the Ministry of Human Resources there at the Social Security Building, Pinnes Industrial Estate. The contact persons are Mrs. Shelley Jones-Liberd, Miss Carissa Griffin, and Mrs. Shanola Murray-Gill. So those are your point persons, and they will do everything they can to help you and support you throughout the process. And so the first one is the NIA Financial Aid, the NIA Financial Assistance 2025. And so the Navy Island Administration, Ministry of Human Resources, is pleased to inform that the financial assistance applications are now being accepted from persons wishing to pursue higher education and are interested in receiving assistance. Financial assistance will be assessed in alignment with the government's priority areas, the strategic areas of the country, and the applicant's contribution to the country upon completion of studies. Applicants must adhere to the following guidelines to be considered for assistance. 1. A cover letter addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Human Resources, requesting financial assistance, and the letter should also A. state the course of study, B. why you wish to undergo the specified field of education, and how that training will influence your professional development. C. How will your professional development contribute to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis? And D. The commencement date and expected duration of studies. 2. An original university acceptance letter. The university applicants who have not yet received acceptance letters are encouraged to still apply, providing that there is evidence that the university has received your application. And for most part, you usually get an acknowledgement of receipt or some type of email, so that is what is being referred to. 3. A breakdown of the course fees from the respective university. 4. Completed financial assistance application form. 5. Birth certificate or certificate of citizenship, and you must be a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis by birth or citizenship. Kindly note that the financial assistance awardees will be required to fulfill bonding obligations with the NIA, and all applications must be received by the Ministry of Human Resources by March 21st, 2025. And your contact persons, your point persons, I already highlighted at the beginning, and I'll highlight at the end again. We also have the Taiwan MOFA Scholarship 2025, MOFA. The NIA, Ministry of Human Resources, has received the call for the Taiwan MOFA Scholarship 2025. Interested persons are encouraged to exploit the opportunities made available by the Taiwanese government to pursue undergraduate and graduate studies. The scholarship benefits include airfare, housing, tuition, insurance, textbooks, and a monthly allowance. The general application guidelines: applicants are required to submit the following: completed application form, photocopy of his or her passport, a photocopy of the applicant's highest level of education, and academic transcripts, and they must be certified by the Ministry of Education. Documents to certify that he or she has applied to the education institution or its affiliated Mandarin Training Center, and 2 reference letters. All copies must be clear, easily read, and precise, no cut-offs. The scholarship opportunity requires candidates to undergo 1 year of language training. Applications must be submitted to Mrs. Carol Body at the Ministry of Education, St. Kitts, by Friday, February 21st, 2025. And for further information, there are a few websites that you can click on or access, and so go on to the NIA HR Scholarships Facebook page and you will have access to those. In addition to the MOFA scholarship, there's also the ICDF scholarship, the Taiwan ICDF scholarship, and it is currently open as well. The general application guidelines, and that this one is for persons who are desirous of pursuing degrees at the master's and PhD levels. Applicants must submit a completed application form that can be accessed via the website presented on the Facebook page, a photocopy of the applicant's valid passport, a certified copy of the applicant's highest level of education and academic transcripts, and 2 letters of reference. It is strongly recommended that the applicants have a minimum GPA of 3.5 to apply for this scholarship. Please note that individuals can only apply to 1 university. The applications should be emailed to the selected university by the stipulated deadline set by the university, and completed applications and supporting documents must be submitted to Mrs. Carol Body at the Ministry of Education, St. Kitts, no later than February 10th. Okay, so February 10th for the ICDF scholarship, February 21st for the MOFA scholarship. The Cuban scholarship is also open. Just a reminder that the Cuban scholarships for the 2025-2026 academic year, there are 19 spots open, 6 in medicine, 6 in postgraduate medicine, 3 non-medicinal careers, 2 health technology, 1 in dentistry, and 1 in health technology. And that one, the short cycle higher education program, something more or less similar to the associate's degree. Applicants for the postgraduate degree must have graduated from Cuba with a medical degree. Applicants for the bachelor's degree must be under the age of 25. Applicants must be citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, and all documents must be accompanied by a legalized Spanish copy. And the following documents are required for applications to be processed: a copy of the degree or high school diploma and transcripts, a health certificate showing negative HIV test, negative pregnancy test, 10 1-by-1-inch photos, recent police record, and a birth certificate. The deadline for submission of completed applications and accompanying documents to be delivered to the Ministry of Human Resources, their PIN is by March 21st for onward processing. And as I said, you can reach out to the Ministry of Human Resources for further information. And the final one that we have for this week is the Russian scholarship. We have spoken about this one for a while, and there are only a few days left. The deadline for the Russian Federation scholarship is January 7th, so we just have a few days left for this one. It is the government of Russia invites citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to apply for the higher education scholarship that offers the below listed benefits: tuition fees, accommodations, and monthly stipend, and all other expenses will be borne by the candidate. Interested persons are required to undergo a 1-year preparatory course to learn the Russian language, and kindly note that applications must be submitted through a portal that you can access at the NIAHR Scholarships Facebook page, and it must be uploaded before January 7th. So you only have a few days. If you need help, remember the persons to reach out to: Miss Carissa Griffin, Mrs. Shelley Jones-Liberd, and Mrs. Shanola Murray Gill. And with those bits of information, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know, we're gonna have a great time. And now it passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. You on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, you on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. You on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, you on the go. Let's start the show.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners or viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to the final edition of Youth on the Go for 2024. Who could believe that it seems as though time has just flown by. However, it is a pleasure for us to be here and to share information with you. Before the break, we shared some scholarship opportunities for persons interested in pursuing tertiary education. We also want to remind the general public of the upcoming deadlines for the Youth Impact 12 Awards, leading up to the award ceremony 2025. So for January, the focus is youth in entrepreneurship, and the deadline is Monday, January 6th, 2025. And for youth in entrepreneurship, we're looking for young pioneers with a unique business which provides goods, services, or employment for themselves and others. Youth who have shown outstanding performance as owners or co-owners of enterprises, youth who have developed innovative and sustainable business ideas, and youth who, through their business, seek to give back to their community. So that's January 6th, 2025. February, I'm already saying 2025. I hope I don't fall into the trap of writing 4 when the year starts. February, Youth in Technology, the deadline is January 24th, 2025. And looking for young persons who led or are leading major innovations or breakthroughs in the area of technology, youth who use innovative information communication to contribute to their community outside of their immediate personal interest or gain. And so those are the dates that we want you to look forward to and to keep in mind. We know that with this being the last weekend of December and going into the first week of January, we'll have a few holidays, and then we have a big day coming up, which is January 6th. Back to school, yay! for everybody. Everybody's as excited. And so I know parents are most excited. But ahead of that, parents and guardians and persons of the general public, we at the Ministry of Education, Natal, want to remind all of you the importance of the health and safety of our students, especially embarking in term 2 of the 2024-2025 academic year. During the first few weeks, we usually see an upsurge of various communicable diseases and viruses. We usually see an upsurge in the numbers for flu, and all of them are easily contracted. And so we want to remind parents, remind guardians that if you see any symptom of anything with your children, please keep them at home. I know that we're talking about the reopening of school, but we're also mindful that we want to keep our numbers up, our students learning. And if your child is sick, please remember to keep him or her at home until the symptoms clear or you get the all clear from your doctor. And as I said, we generally see that issue with the flu, but we also are aware that the hand, foot and mouth disease is currently in the Federation and on Nevis. And so we want you to remember we had this last January, December into January as well, and we saw, especially in our early childhood centers, in our children from birth to about age 8, early primary, we saw instances and evidence of the HFMD. And so we want to remind parents to please be on the lookout for any symptoms, and if you see any symptoms, please do not release your children into the care of the centers, our various centers, or various schools as school reopens, because it is highly contagious and we do not want an outbreak again this year happening within the system. So the hand, foot and mouth disease is a common illness affecting young children, and symptoms include fever, painful mouth sores and rashes on hands, feet, and sometimes the buttocks. The prevention is key, all right? And so we have a handout in circulation, and we want to say thank you to the Ministry of Health for being on top of this and for sharing. This was shared out to us initially just before school closed, and we shared with our various institutions and have reshared as well. How is it spread? It can be spread through coughs, sneezes, and saliva. And we know our younger ones, they put their hands in their mouth and then they touch everything. They touch each other. They put their hands in each other's faces when they get close. And it's not that they're trying to spread any viruses, but it's just the nature, developmental stage in which they are. And so it's important for us as the adults to be vigilant and to help to protect our children as well as other children. And so it's also spread via fluids from blisters and contaminated surfaces. So once they've put their hands in their mouths and then they touch surfaces, it can become contaminated. High risks in daycare and school settings, and so that's why we're spending some time this morning reminding you it is part of our mandate to protect our children in our various settings. Prevention tips: wash hands often, use soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Disinfect surfaces, use chlorine-based disinfectants as they are more effective at killing the hand, foot and mouth disease virus. Clean regularly, and these are the tips that we've also given to our schools. Regularly disinfect toys and high-touch areas such as doorknobs, switches and countertops. Avoid close contact. Stay home when sick to prevent spreading the virus. Please, once again, keep your children at home if they are sick. We know our daycares are open almost all year long, and so while we're looking forward to reopening our schools, we also know that our daycares did not really close because they don't generally close. And so we want you to remember to keep your children at home if they are in daycare, even though school hasn't started yet for our preschoolers and above. Practice good hygiene. Teach your children not to put their hands on objects or objects, in their mouth. But as I said, sometimes our babies are teething and they might have their hand in their mouth, and then they touch something or they touch someone, and we have that passing on. Okay, if your child has a fever or symptoms lasting 2 or more days, please visit your healthcare provider immediately. And if your child has difficulty swallowing, visit the emergency room immediately. Stay safe, stay healthy, and once again, please, if you need more information, you can reach out to your nearest health center or hospital or your healthcare provider. So just a reminder to all of you that we want to keep our children safe, we want to keep each other safe, and we know the hand, foot and mouth disease out here really we do not want it to have an outbreak. We also, as I said, using some of these same tips, have to think ahead just in case. I haven't heard about a major flu this season, but just in case, it sometimes comes out towards the end of the year, and so the same measures and warnings apply. Keep sanitized. I think we learned a lot about sanitization during the COVID years, and we seem to have forgotten, or we don't see the need to practice a lot of them, but they are still important. And so please sanitize. Please make sure that your children wash their hands often, and that if they are sick, keep them as isolated as possible, because that is what will stop the spread of the symptoms. So we thank you so much for your understanding in that matter, and we'll remind you next week leading up to the reopening for the preschools and primary schools, and as well as secondary schools, but specifically preschools and primary schools, for the hand, foot and mouth disease. We thank you for your understanding in that. We also want to remind you, on a different note, we have the CSEC update for you. We are aware that the January sitting is just around the corner, and it is equally important that we pay attention to the information surrounding that. And so private candidates for the January sitting, the 2025 January sitting of the CSEC examinations, are asked to note that timetables are now available for collection. Your timetable usually has some important information. It has your examination date, it has your center number, it has your your individual number as well, all of which will be important for you when you get to the examination site, and also that we will have the opportunity to interact and share any updates with you. And so timetables can be collected from the Department of Education at Marion Heights between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Remember, the examination dates are just around the corner, and we want you to have your information so that you know what the expectations are ahead of time. So we are encouraging all of you, all persons who are registered for the January 2025 CXCC examinations, to ensure that you collect your timetables from the Department of Education, Marion Heights, between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Monday to Friday. So with the exception, please, of the holidays next week, you can collect your timetables to ensure that you're prepared. And we take this opportunity to wish you the very best in your examinations and every success. We encourage you to use the next few days to continue to practice so that you will be prepared going into your exam. Taking an examination is an investment in yourself, and so we want you to follow through with it in its entirety. We are going to take a break, and when we return, we will get to the ECCB Children's Connection program. Get your boys and girls up. This is the last ECCB Children's Connection program also for 2024, and so there are some questions that will be asked of them, but they have to listen from the beginning of the show to the end of the beginning of the segment to the end of the segment to be able to answer those questions. We also have some persons who have not collected their prizes for the year, and we encourage you to stop by the Department of the Ministry of Education to do so. All right, so we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know, we're gonna have a great time. And now it passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
8:60 a.m. The Powerhouse.
Connecting the children of our easy region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Hi there, everyone, and welcome to the ECCB Children's Connection program, the final one for 2024. I am your host, Zahnela Claxton, and with me is our lovely co-host,
Ajani Hodge. Good morning, everyone.
All right. Now, Ajani, have you ever heard the word digital before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, because it's like one of the watchwords, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So today we're going to look at that word and see how it relates to money. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back to talk about digital money.
Connecting the children of our easy region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
All right. Welcome back, boys and girls. Ajani, have you ever bought something online or at least seen your parents or someone you know pay with a card, whether online or at a supermarket or gas station, instead of using cash?
Yes, I have.
All right. Paying with a credit card or a debit card is one example of digital money, and I never thought that I would ever hear the concept of digital money. It was never a concept when I was a child, right? It's an example of digital money in action. So what is digital money? Well, it's money that doesn't need to be printed or minted like paper notes and coins. So boys and girls, digital money is money that doesn't need to be printed or minted like paper notes and coins. It is stored in things like bank accounts, debit or credit cards, or even on a smartphone app. So, instead of using cash to pay for things, you can transfer it electronically, which means through the internet or the computer. Some of our listening friends may not be familiar with the word digital, so let's help them. First of all, let's start off by helping them to spell it.
Okay. The word digital is spelled D-I-G-I-T-A-L. D-I-G-I-T-A-L.
Thank you so much for that, Ajani. Let's look at an example. Imagine that you want to buy something online. Let's say a toy for your brother. Instead of giving cash to someone, you or your parents can use a card or tap a button, and that amount of money moves from your account to the seller's without any cash needed. It's like magic, boys and girls, but it's all thanks to computers and the internet, which make it electronic. This is why we can also refer to digital money as electronic or e-money. All right, Ajani, do you like the idea of digital money so far?
I'm in between.
You're in between.
Yes.
Indecisive. Okay, why?
Well, I hear it and it's easy accessible, but then it's like, how do I know it's actual money? It's just numbers and a theory to me.
Okay.
So I'm in between.
Because you prefer to have your money in your hand.
Yes. So I'll listen further into the program.
I'm sure.
Yes.
All right. So there are different types of digital money, though. Okay. And here are two popular ones. So credit and debit cards. I think we've all seen those. What do you think those cards are?
Well, I often get them mixed up. But I know one is from the bank and the other is your money.
Okay.
So it's like you get the money from the bank, but the other one, it's your loan, so you have to pay back your own loan.
Yes.
But I think that's the credit that you have to pay back for.
The credit is what you have to pay back for.
Okay.
The debit is your money that's on your account that is removed. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So these cards are like tiny money wallets. Debit cards use money from a bank account, and credit cards let people borrow money to pay back later. Okay? Another popular form of e-money is a digital wallet. Okay, this is a new one for me. A digital wallet. Do you own a digital wallet?
No, I don't think so.
You don't? Maybe. You never know. Let's see. But since we're not sure, let's find out. A digital wallet is an app that lets people pay using their smartphones, computers, tablets, or iPads instead of cash or card. It's like a digital piggy bank that you can use whenever you need to pay someone. So instead of carrying money in your pocket, in your wallet, you can use a digital or electronic wallet where you do not have to keep any cash keep cash at all times. One example is PayPal that people use when shopping online. Some commercial banks and other financial institutions have their version of digital wallets, which their customers use. For example, we know that National Bank has Mo Banking, and Bank of Nevis also has the digital wallet app as well, right? And so, do you think many people prefer to use? Why do you think that many people prefer to use digital money?
Well, it came out mostly during the COVID part because it's safer in a sense. It's easier, much easier than standing up in these long bank lines. And I don't know, it saves time.
Okay, I think it's it's pretty much a time saver. People use digital or e-money because it's easy. It's simple, like you said. This means that you don't have to carry cash or coins around in your bag or your pocket. And for those people who have carried cash, especially coins and lots of coins, you know it can get a bit heavy.
And noisy.
Digital money is preferred because it is fast. So we've learned that it's easy, boys and girls. We've learned that it's fast. You just need to swipe or tap and you are done. Finally, digital money is safe. If you lose your wallet, the cash you had is gone. But with digital money, you can ask your bank to cancel a lost credit or debit card, or you can quickly reset your password to your digital money account. This is why this will help to avoid unauthorized access to your digital accounts. What do you think unauthorized access means?
It's its name. People who are not given permission go into your account.
Exactly. Unauthorized access is when someone goes into a place for something such as an account that they're not supposed to. So, while someone can steal from your wallet, from your bag, or from your pocket, someone can also try to access your digital money by unauthorized access to your account through your phone, your computer, or the internet, boys and girls. This leads us to our next term for discussion. We have a lot of new terms today. Staying safe with digital money. Can you think of one way you can help keep our digital money safe? We can help keep our digital money safe.
We can put in strong passwords.
Yes, and that's pretty much anything digital. Keeping strong passwords. So digital money is cool, but it's important to use it safely, boys and girls. And as you are going into an age where it will become your norm, persons like us had to learn about it as we went along. It will become your norm, boys and girls. It will be normal for you to not have to walk around with money. It will be the only thing that some of you know, right? And so imagine, Ajerne, you save up all of your birthday money and allowances and you put it in a digital wallet to buy yourself a new video game online, right? Then one day you check your digital wallet and all of the money is gone. You then remember a few days ago someone had sent you an online message saying that you won a prize and you needed to enter your digital wallet password to get that prize, because those things happen, boys and girls.
All the time.
All the time. The prize was something you always wanted, so you immediately gave your password. Ajani, what do you think happened to the money that was in your digital wallet?
The person happened to it.
The person happened to it. Yes. Yeah, the person happened, right? And so the person who sent that message was probably a scammer and had used your password to sneak into the account and take your money. You must remember that some messages online are tricks. They're called scams to steal personal information and gain unauthorized access to online accounts. Here are some tips to keep your digital money safe. 1. Password protection for your account. If you use apps with money, have a strong password and never, ever share it with anyone. Do not use simple passwords like your birth date or the name of your dog, the name of your best friend, or anything that anybody can guess easily, right? Use a password that will be difficult for someone to guess. Number 2, ask for permission. Always ask an adult, boys and girls, like your mom or your dad or grandma, whomever the adult is in your life, for help before buying online. They need to know what your activities are so that they can help you keep out of trouble like getting scammed. And 3, watch out for scams. Not everyone online is nice, and that's not just limited to money. Sometimes people try to trick others to get their money. Always check with an adult if something doesn't feel right. And when it comes to these things, I will go on to say, never do it without an adult sitting next to you. Okay? Boys and girls, and Ajane, how would you advise our listening friends about being safe with digital money?
Well, I would advise them similar. Don't do anything without your parents or anyone who's there and knows how to do these things.
Exactly.
So always have supervision.
Perfect. And we know that sometimes we might not see anything wrong with it, but someone who's more mature, someone who's older, more experienced, might be able to see where there's a potential scam. So thank you so much for that, Ajane. Great input. We can use digital money to purchase anything we want, but it is very important to remember, while digital money is easy to use and very fast, it is our responsibility to keep it safe. There are risks that come with the convenience, especially with the holiday season. We know we went through all of the shopping seasons recently. Scammers are all over the internet, boys and girls, looking for people to prey upon. So stay alert, okay? Any bit of money that you have, make sure that you protect it, and all the information that we shared with you earlier is relevant. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to see if our boys and girls were really actively listening to what we shared this morning.
Sugar City Saint Kids, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
Connecting the children of our easy region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early.
welcome back to the final ECCB Children's Connection program for 2024. Ajani, we have been having a conversation about digital money, and I'm hoping that our boys and girls out there are listening, because this is very important, especially in this age, as I said, and we said earlier, of lots of scams and persons sending you WhatsApp messages, and even adults have been caught up in some of the scams and the tricks that some persons are playing. And so we want to encourage you, parents. I hope that you have your children listening, because some of them will be the ones to answer the WhatsApp call. Some of them will be the ones who are on your phones and not realizing that they are giving out information they shouldn't. And some persons are able to hack your phones, hack into your contacts, and then scam not just you, but scam your family members and your friends. So please be on alert. Make sure that your children are aware of the existence of digital money and also the safety concerns. We are going to open up to hear if our friends Ajani remember what they learned about digital money. And so we're asking you, boys and girls, to call us at 469-1616, 469-1700 for a chance to win some prizes. And all you have to do is to be the first one to answer the questions correctly. Ajani is going to read all 5 questions that we have available. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, on Von Radio's Facebook or YouTube channel, the questions are also on the screen, so you can read them from there. All right, so there are 5 questions, and when you call in, we expect you to identify which question you're responding to. Ajani?
Question number 1. True or false? Another term for digital money is electronic or e-money. Another term for digital money is electronic or e-money. Number 2. What is digital money? What is digital money? Number 3. There are 2 types of cards that are examples of digital money. What are they? There are 2 types of cards that are examples of digital money. What are they? Number 4. True or false? You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. And number 5. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money.
All right, Ajani, so those are some really good questions, boys and girls. If you are listening, you would be able to answer them quickly and correctly. Remember the numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. Be the first to answer any of the questions correctly. Just identify which question you're responding to, and then we will allow you the opportunity to respond, at which point, once you win, you should collect your prize at the Department of Education at Marion Heights. Jenny, you can go through the questions again while we wait on our callers. 469-1616, 469-1700.
Number 1. True or false? Another term for digital money is electronic or e-money. Another term for digital money is electronic or e-money. Number 2. What is digital money? What is digital money? Number 3. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Which question would you like to answer?
Question 1.
Okay. True or false? Another term for digital money is electronic or e-money.
True.
Thank you. What is your name?
Malaika Dalton.
Good morning, Malaika. Thank you for answering the question. Please remember to pick up your prize at the Department of Education.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well, and enjoy the rest of your year.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Question number 2. What is digital money? What is digital money? Number 3. There are 2 types of cards that are examples of digital money. What are they? There are two types of cards that are examples of digital money. What are they? Number 4. True or false? You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. And number 5. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money.
All right, number is 469-1616, 469-1700. I'm hearing a sound in the distance, Journey. It's like a flap. Yes, you're hearing it, right? Which means somebody's getting close. I'm hearing some wings too going flutter, flutter, flutter. And so it means that somebody's drawing nigh. So boys and girls, 469-1616. 469-1700. These are some very interesting calls, and big shout out to Malika for listening every week and for responding to the questions. And boys and girls, just as Malika is learning and all of our other boys and girls who call in are learning, we want parents for our boys and girls to learn as much as possible as well. So we have another caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can I I'm at number 3.
Okay, question number 3.
Yes.
Okay, there are two types of cards that are examples of digital money. What are they?
Two types of cards that are example of digital money are 1. Debit card, 2. Credit card.
Very good. What is your name?
My name is Keisha Hobson. I am Credit Crow Nevis. And this is my mom.
Okay. Hello, Keisha. Thank you for calling.
Yes.
All right, so Keisha, make sure you collect your prize at the Department of Education, okay?
Yes, okay. I'm on my way.
Yes. Yes. Perfect, Keisha. You know where it is. Don't worry. Keisha knows where to find the Department of Education because she's one of our frequent flyers and one of our biggest fans as well.
Okay.
All right, so we have 3 questions left.
Question number 2. What is digital money? What is digital money? Question number 4. True or false? You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. You cannot use your digital wallet on your smartphone. And question number 5. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money. Name one reason why people prefer to use digital money.
All right, parents, get those boys and girls to call in. We have a Hall of Fame already starting this morning. We have Malika, we have Keisha. Who would the next caller be? 469-1616, 469-1700. We have 3 questions left, and we have just about 1 minute left because I'm hearing it louder. Yes, you hear it coming, and my friend is almost here, and we want to hear what he has to say before the year is over. Okay, Ajerne? So in that 1 minute, I think we can... Okay, no callers? All right, so that means somebody important is here. So we're going to go on over.
It's the month of December, boys and girls, and welcome back to Oliver's Treehouse. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and our word this month is resourceful. When a person is resourceful, they have the ability to find creative ways to overcome challenges and obstacles. Here are some ways that you can be resourceful. Not wasting time and money. Getting the best out of what you have. Being flexible. Thinking outside the box. And being willing to learn new skills. For this holiday season, let's be resourceful. My name is Oliver, and I approve this message. Now back to your host.
Thank you so much, Oliver. We look forward to seeing you in 2025, and we also approve your message. All right, and thank you for introducing our wise word. Today, we are going to share a poem entitled The Resourceful Bunny. Listen carefully to see how you can be resourceful with what you have available to you. Ajorna, can you read it for our friends?
The Resourceful Bunny. In a forest, green and wide, lived a bunny with a clever side. With a twinkle in his eye, he'd look for treasures, oh so spry. One sunny day, with a playful grin, he spotted a box half buried in. Inside were scraps, an old shoelace, a bottle cap, a broken vase. Oh, what fun! What can I make? A magic wand, a shiny lake. He gathered things from here and there, with a little thought he'd show he cared. A tin can turn into a drum. With a few sticks, he'd go thump, thump. A paper plate became a hat. Look at me, I'm a fancy cat. His friends all gathered, eyes so bright, to see what he'd make with all his might. With every piece, a story grew of how to make all things feel like new. So if you find a scrap or two, remember the bunny and all he could do. Be resourceful, clever, and brave. Turn junk into treasures that you can save.
Ooh, what did you learn from our friend the bunny?
He loves to make things. He's a hands-on person.
Hands-on,
Art.
yes, and resourceful, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lesson from the resourceful bunny is that creativity and resourcefulness can transform what might seem like useless scraps into something valuable and fun. It teaches us to look at problems with a positive mindset, boys and girls. Use what we have and think outside the box. Being resourceful not only helps us make the most of our resources, but also encourages teamwork, imagination, and problem solving. A journey, believe it or not. Huh?
We've come to the end.
We've come to the end.
Oh
Well,
my
we're
gosh.
almost there. Because I want you to think of one way that you can be resourceful for the new year. In one way.
Well, I'll use the saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And then there's this poem, I only remember one line, waste not, want not. So whatever I feel as though, when I feel like something is useless, I'll open my mind to see where it can be used. Because it can be used in a project, it can be used in so many things. Oh my gosh, the year is finished.
The year is finished. I cannot believe it. And you brought up a good point there, Journey. Projects, sometimes parents want to go and buy and buy and buy. There are many things around that can be considered trash to some that can be very useful in our project. And so it is with joy and a heavy heart that we bring this final edition to a close. But we are happy to have come to the end of the ECTV Children's Connection program for this year. And we're happy that we had so many children joining us today, and parents and members of the public listening as well. So, until we meet up again, and we pray by God's grace and God's will that we will meet up in 2025. Until we meet again, I am your host, Zahnela Claxton.
And I am your co-host, Ajane Hodge.
Ajane, listening public, let's talk again soon. But until then, please keep your digital money safe. Be resourceful and stay connected.